Now at 5, local auto body repair shops see a rise in business related to all the recent severe weather. Plus, work progresses on a new splash pad in Galena, Kansas. And
closing arguments at former President Trump's criminal trial. I'm Michael George in Manhattan with what Trump's lawyers said that the judge called outrageous.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Some Joplin auto body repair businesses report an increase in customers in the wake of our severe weather. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Dow Quick. Demarest, Dents, and Doording say they received more than 20 calls after the weekend storms. Another body repair shop, the Touch Up Shop, has been experiencing a rise in hail-related repairs for about 2 months. The business owners offer advice to future customers not only for dealing with dents, but also in handling insurance claims.
Typically, when somebody tries to do dent work on their own car, they do a little bit more damage than what it originally started with, so we have to fix that before we can fix the dent.
When there's a long angle, like say the sun is on the horizon, getting ready for sunset or dawn, the dents will show more in the photographs if they have to take their own pictures.
According to Demarest, Dents, and Doording's owners, spring is their busiest season of the year and they often need to hire extra help. We're getting a break from the storms, for the moment at least. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, a little bit of a break. We did have some scattered showers out there earlier today. Nothing severe, and I don't anticipate anything severe over the next couple days, but scattered showers. Right now we look okay. It's 80 in Nevada, 81 in Anderson. Grand Lake, 80, 79 in Pittsburgh, 81 in Parsons. Independence is sitting at 80 degrees. Now, any scattered showers we had out there earlier, these are gone. Anything else is out to our west and to our south. And this is where they're going to stay as we go through the overnight hours tonight. But this weak wave continues to work through, so this is going to give us chances for showers once again on Wednesday. Through the evening, pretty good. 80s, 70s, 60s. We do have more thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll talk about that here in just a bit.
See you soon. Despite the delay of swim season for the Galena, Kansas City pool due to maintenance, the construction of a new splash pad progresses. The $100,000 splash pad is at no cost to the city taxpayers thanks to community support. If all goes as planned, Galena will have a brand new splash pad at the city park toward the end of summer. In the meantime, the city pool will be open May 31st after necessary maintenance.
You'll see it's right beside our city pool. However, it's going to be separate. So you don't have to go into the pool to use the splash pad. You can just use the splash pad. It's going to be free of charge. So, we're hoping that people will take care of it.
First phase of building a bathroom and equipment room for the new splash pad is already underway. Closing arguments are wrapping up in former President Donald Trump's so-called hush money trial. For weeks, jurors have heard testimony, and tomorrow it's expected they're going to begin deliberations. Michael George is outside the Manhattan Criminal Court with the latest.
Former President Donald Trump headed back into court Tuesday to hear closing arguments from prosecutors. He's charged with falsifying business records to interfere with the 2016 election.
They are going to want to take a really broad look at all of the evidence, take a walk down memory lane over the past 5 weeks of testimony.
Before lunch, the jury heard 3 hours of closing arguments from defense lawyer Todd Blanche attacking the prosecution's key witness, Michael Cohen. Cohen testified he was acting on Trump's behalf when he paid hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels prior to the 2016 election.
They're hearing a constant refrain from Todd Blanche, the former president's attorney, which is Cohen the liar, Cohen the liar, Cohen the liar.
Blanche concluded by asking jurors to not send his client to prison. After the jury left, Judge Juan Merchan reprimanded Blanche, calling the comment outrageous.
Outside the courthouse today, there's been a steady buzz of energy as multiple people stepped up to the microphones, firing up demonstrators.
2 of Trump's sons spoke during lunch, calling the trial a political persecution.
It is an insanity. It is an embarrassment. It's an abomination to democracy and to our republic.
Earlier, the Biden campaign held a news conference.
We're here primarily because of the threat that Donald Trump poses to the United States of America and to our democracy.
Biden's campaign was joined by actor Robert De Niro and 2 former Capitol police officers who criticized Trump for his role in the January 6th Capitol riot. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
In a separate Trump case dealing with classified documents, the Florida judge has denied prosecutors' request to bar Trump from making public statements that could endanger law enforcement agents. The Israeli army released its initial report about the bombing of a refugee tent encampment in Gaza, which killed 45 people. Israel's army claims the strike, targeting Hamas commanders, was more than a mile away from the tent camp where the civilians were killed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the airstrike a, quote, tragic accident. The White House says it'll monitor the situation in Gaza and is awaiting Israel's final report about that bombing. Still ahead, more than just a prosthetic.
He was born without a left hand, but now he looks like a superhero. I'm Michael George, and I'll introduce you to a very special 5-year-old with a very special bionic arm.
Plus, what new research suggests about the benefits of introducing kids to peanuts early in life. Those stories next in Health Watch. Topping today's Health Watch, introducing peanuts at an early age lowers the risk of developing a peanut allergy. Yeah, that's according to a study out of King's College in London, which found children who regularly ate peanuts from infancy until the age of 5 reduced the rate of an allergy by about 70%. The study's authors suggest peanut products could be introduced as early as 4 months of age, depending on the child's readiness. Early consumption could prevent more than 100,000 new cases of peanut allergies per year. A New York boy is believed to be the youngest recipient of a bionic arm. Michael George caught up with the 5-year-old who is sharpening his skills for his new high-tech prosthetic.
Yes! Go Jordan!
The universe just got a new pint-sized hero with a gripping superpower. Riding a scooter has never felt so secure for 5-year-old Jordan Murata thanks to his new robotic arm, fashioned after his favorite Avenger.
You like it?
Yeah.
And it looks cool. It looks like Iron Man, right? Right there.
Jordan's mom first learned he would be born without a left hand at her 20-week sonogram.
Obviously, we went through a grieving process that, our child was going to be born what you would call different.
Good job, Joy.
At first, Jordan's difference didn't hold him back. He tried everything, rock climbing to baseball. He even figured out how to zip up a jacket. But his mom says that changed as he got older.
More emotional. There have been a lot of nights where he's gone to bed crying, asking for 2 hands.
So the Muratas reached out to the UK robotics company Open Biotics. Their 3D printed prostheses are lined with electrodes that detect muscular contractions and convert them into hand movements. They tested Jordan at their New York office, assuming he'd be too young, but found he could move the prosthetic and seemed mature enough to care for it. Last week, his custom-made arm arrived, and he's been learning new maneuvers ever since.
All it takes is practice.
His parents say his confidence is back.
Can you show me the thumbs up again?
As he works to master a whole new set of super skills. Michael George, CBS News, Dix Hills, New York.
Wow, super story, thumbs up to him. It takes about a month for Open Biotic to produce a hero arm, and they run on a 14-hour rechargeable battery. U.S. hospitals that predominantly serve Black and Latino populations, they have significant disparities in the quality of care when it comes to cancer. That's according to findings in the peer-reviewed journal Cancer. Researchers found patients treated in these medical facilities were less likely to receive definitive treatment like surgery or radiation for prostate, lung, colon, and breast cancer. And helping others might be motivated by a specific region of the brain. That's according to researchers in Britain who found brain damage in certain subregions of the ventromedial prefrontal cortex makes people less likely to want to help. Researchers also found brain damage to a nearby area of the brain actually made people more willing to help. Study's authors say understanding this region of the brain could help lead to new treatment of clinical disorders like psychopathy. And that is a look at today's health news. A little bit later, T-Mobile is buying out one of its competitors. We're going to have details on that multi-million-dollar deal.
Plus, of course, we have more rain in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up. Not a bad Tuesday for us today. We have had some scattered showers across the region. Nothing strong, nothing severe. We're not going to see anything like that as we go through the next couple days. And it looks okay right now. A lot of clouds. Nice shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course. Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, 79 Yates Center, 80 in Nowata, 80 in Grove, 81 in Anderson. Stockton is sitting at 79 degrees. Looks pretty good. Here's 7th and Rangeline checking in, 80. The winds are fairly light, westerly winds at about 5 to 10. Visibility is good at 10 miles. As we scroll through the evening hours, we drop back through the 70s, 60s. I think most of us will bottom out right around 60 or 61 later on tonight. All right, so we had some scattered showers across the region earlier today. These are gone, so we look pretty good right now. Any rain tonight, it's going to stay to our west. You can see a little complex near Dodge City, and then also out through the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. There's a weak little wave, several weak little waves kind of heading toward us as we go through the next couple days, and that's going to give us chances for hit and miss showers as we go through the next few days. So let me take you through time. We're going to stop tomorrow morning. Here's 5:30, temperatures 61, 62 degrees. As we go through the morning hours, we warm, mid 70s. You can see a couple little showers popping up, increase as we go into the afternoon, especially along and south of I-44. A couple of these guys could be thunderstorms, but again, nothing strong, nothing severe. These are going to kind of fall apart as we go through the evening hours, and then most of tomorrow night looks pretty good. As we go into Thursday, another batch heads toward us. During the morning, we're going to be okay. Here's a noon hour, near 70. Look at the showers and thunderstorms. Bands rolling through, and some of these guys could be a little bit stronger. I'm not anticipating anything severe, but at least some loud thunderstorms. So this is going to be Thursday afternoon, lasting into the evening hours, and then falling apart as we go through the overnight hours. And then on Friday, we're going to do it again. All right, so rainfall amounts over the next 2 days. Again, it's scattered, it's light, but mainly along and south of I-44. But some areas are going to pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain. Our northeastern counties, you're not going to get much at all. 62 in the morning, 77 by noon, scattered showers in the afternoon, high temp of 78 degrees. Now let's look toward the weekend. It gets a little bit more interesting. So here's Friday morning, scattered thunderstorms Friday afternoon. Some of these could be strong, most likely again, not severe, out of here by Saturday. So Saturday looks good. And then on Sunday, we do it again. Here comes another band, and this is going to be our next chance to get some severe weather into the region, or at least better chance by Sunday into Monday. 78 tomorrow, 77 on Thursday, 75 on Friday, so temps pretty good. Saturday looks good. Thunderstorms pop up late Sunday, so that means the bulk of the weekend overall pretty good. And then when we really heat up next week, we push 90 by next Wednesday.
Are you going to get a chance to sleep?
I'm gonna try to sleep tonight.
Okay. Well, I'll sleep better knowing you're sleeping better.
There you go.
Thanks, Doug. Coming up, even though inflation hasn't gone away, some businesses are actually cutting prices. Topping today's Consumer Watch, wireless provider T-Mobile is taking over most of U.S. Cellular in a deal worth nearly $4.5 billion. T-Mobile will acquire U.S. Cellular stores and its customers, along with about 30% of U.S. Cellular's wireless spectrum. T-Mobile says it plans to improve coverage in rural areas and for U.S. Cellular customers all across the country. U.S. Cellular customers will be able to keep their current plans or switch to a T-Mobile plan. The White House announces steps to modernize a major roadblock to America's clean energy transformation, namely the nation's aging and inefficient electrical infrastructure. The new initiative between the federal government and 21 states aims to make faster fixes and improvements to the grid. There's also a commitment to building a bigger and more modern grid as part of an effort to reduce power outages and increase electrical transmission capacity. Ongoing inflation has a lot of shoppers dialing back on spending, of course, and it's also forcing many companies to cut prices. Christine Lazar has more.
Jennifer Bumowski regularly shops at Target and is always on the hunt for deals.
I always look for buy one, get one free, and if I have a coupon for it, and then I stock up.
Now she's finding some bargains after Target lowered prices on thousands of items, including produce and other food staples. That's welcome news for Penny Newquist.
I've got 4 kids at home. And they eat like crazy.
Grocery prices are up nearly 27% since 2020, and many shoppers have turned to Walmart and other discount stores for cheaper items. Target decided to cut prices after seeing a drop in business, and grocers like Aldi are doing the same.
They're cutting prices in order to lure us back into their stores.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says shoppers are focused more on essentials and cutting out items they don't necessarily need.
As inflation started to creep up and then soar in 2022, we saw people pull back on those discretionary items.
That includes eating out, which is hitting the bottom line at fast food restaurants. To attract customers, McDonald's is introducing a new $5 value meal next month. And this week, Wendy's started offering a $3 breakfast deal. Do you think stores need to lower their prices to keep their customers coming back?
Yes. They have to make it a lot more competitive.
Experts see more businesses bringing down prices to keep customers from spending their money somewhere else. Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
U.S. home prices hit a record high in March. That's according to the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index. Found home prices across the country jumped 6.5% in March from a year earlier. This is the 6th time the index has reached a new record over the past year. Final check of that forecast is up next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, the virtual backup that's helping police save the lives of those with mental illness. Then on KOAM News at 6, we're going to have more on the increase in business for local auto repair shops following all this severe weather in the area. Plus, the Farm Bureau hosts an event celebrating National Beef Burger Day in Erie, Kansas. And Crowder College baseball puts its season on the line as they take on Southern Nevada in the JUCO World Series. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. A new exhibition in London is unlocking some surprising secrets about birds. Tina Kraus shows us how they go back to the dinosaur ages.
So the giant elephant bird laid the world's largest eggs.
Some of the world's most brilliant and bizarre birds are on display at London's Natural History Museum.
It's looking at birds as survivors, the amazing adaptations that they have that have made them one of the most successful animal groups on the planet.
The exhibition starts in the time of the dinosaurs, 150 million years ago, when the first birds began to emerge.
Evidence is now conclusive that birds are a type of dinosaur, and that birds flourished in the time of the dinosaurs across the world. They flew alongside pterosaurs and above Tyrannosaurus rex.
Just weeks ago, a Chicago museum unveiled a rare fossil called Archaeopteryx, one of the earliest known dinosaurs that also qualifies as a bird.
Archaeopteryx is the one fossil that tells us that the birds outside our window are living dinosaurs, and I think that is so cool.
All of the non-bird dinosaurs were wiped out when an asteroid hit Earth 66 million years ago. But a few birds survived, and our feathered friends went on to thrive. There are now more than 11,000 species.
But with a nearly 50% decline in bird species globally, what they're saying to us is that we have got ecosystems which are in trouble.
Experts are urging people to help prevent the second extinction of the dinosaurs by helping to save the birds. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
You know, my wife Kay has been increasingly into bird feeders recently. We both like watching. I've just decided in the last 60 seconds I'm going to start calling those bird feeders dinosaur feeders.
You know, that's a sign of getting old when you get into
I don't
bird
care.
feeders.
I wear it with pride.
Okay.
I know that's true, and I don't care.
Well, at least we're not going to have to fight any severe weather over the next couple days. We are going to have some showers tomorrow, Thursday, and then also on Friday. Severe threat returns Sunday and Monday.
Thanks for joining us. CBS Evening News is next. Of course, we're going to be right back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Let's make it a great evening.